Hello and welcome to Filmfolket's podcast. We that speaks today is Göran,
Johannes,
Daniel,
and Björn.
Today's movie is The Scorpion King from 2002. The movie in brief.
In ancient times, the army of King Memnon has swept the Fertile Crescent from the east. He is a tyrant and a peerless swordsman who conquers with what is said to be the aid of a sorceress, Cassandra, who can see the future. Seeking to break Memnon's iron fist, King Pharaon hires the warriors Matthias, Jessup and Rama, last of the Akkadians, to assassinate Cassandra and deprive Memnon of his advantage. Things soon become a lot more complicated.
That is a good summary. I like this version that it is an adventure movie together with over-the-top action, a little bit slapstick, and also we have the comically relief guy, and also the music in this movie is kind of interesting as well, because you have the typical movie music, and then they slap in some guitar sounds when some of the action scenes are coming, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah, they kind of weave in new metal into the mix. It's kind of cool. It's a little bit silly, but the whole movie is a little bit silly, but in a good way. It's entertaining.
Very early 2000s in every aspect.
And you can see a lot of similarities between this movie and the Conan movies in costume design, and the whole story feels it could be a Conan movie. But enjoyable. I like it.
Yeah.
It feels like this movie is not meant to be taken seriously. It's the vibe that I get when we've been watching it, and it can be seen in many of the actions when they are fighting, and sometimes when the character that The Rock is playing, that it's a little bit over the top when he is using the bow, or when he gets hurt and miraculously still can walk.
Yes, his immediate recovery from injuries. I wonder if that's because of his infamous special contract about his character can never lose, that kind of thing. This is his first leading role, and I think that's part of it.
Plot armor.
In a sense, yes.
We talk about this connection to the Conan movies. The most significant parts there, I think it's he has this thief as a sidekick, and there's this scene where the hero is dying and he's saved by magic. I think these are pretty much an homage to the Conan movie from 82.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's also kind of interesting, this scene when this comically relief guy, that he was gonna escape from wherever they were like digged into the ground.
Buried.
By some reason he was able to escape.
Yeah.
We don't see how, but he did it. And then he was able to save The Rock as well. And we never know how.
Yes, about that part of the thing about his character being a reference to the Conan movie. In the Conan movie, the sidekick is Subotai, who is named after one of Genghis Khan's generals. And this time the thief is named Arpid, which is similar to Arpad, which was the leader of the Magyars. So both are basically reference to these famous nomadic conquerors.
That's pretty cool.
Another connection.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also was it what was the main villain called again?
Memnon.
Yeah, I mean, I think the movie got more interesting when he lost his walkthrough, because now he really needs to like think. Before then he was like invincible and was knowing everything, so in a way it got a little bit more interesting, instead of if he would have been able to have that walkthrough the whole movie. I don't think it would have been that interesting.
It couldn't really have played out this way if he had that clairvoyance thanks to her. So yeah, it would have been a really different movie if they took that path.
It's kind of a plot point how his rule is entirely based on his strength. The horde, the tribe that has conquered the area with Memnon at the helm, they appoint their king as from their best warrior, and there's also this plot point how not having his sorceress to foretell his victory, his soldiers doubt his ability. So that's a peculiar thing. You can tell his rule is relatively weak despite being this feared tyrant.
They're not as loyal when they know that their king might as well die pretty soon without his overpowered strategy.
Strategy guide.
I mean, I also like the costume design. I mean, it's very fitting when it looks a little bit more like Conan. So we see a lot of like leather and linen.
Fur. Bone. From the barbaric tribe in the beginning.
Yes, you have these different costumes that really indicate that these are people from very different cultures. You see that in the rebel group in the Oasis, that they have different outfits. There's also that the villains, the soldiers of the horde, they have these red turbans that I think are basically recycled props from the Mummy movies.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. That looks very familiar. But it looks good though. You can tell that they are the villain. I really like the scene where, close to the beginning, where it's really grey, but you can see the sunset far beyond the horizon. And then the only real color is the sunset and their red turbans. And it looks really cool.
So there's some good cinematography.
Good cinematography for a very unserious movie at times. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering what could have been done differently, and other thoughts.
There's this fun idea about this the court sorcerer, this basically scientist who has invented siege engines and everything like that. The fact that he has somehow come across the Chinese formula for gunpowder is basically a plot device for the movie to squeeze in some explosions in a setting that really shouldn't have explosions.
It's almost like someone really, really wanted an explosion. So how can we weave it into the story?
And make it believable.
Oh, magic powder.
I paid a small fortune for this powder. Dear boy.
I actually misremembered a part about the movie. I think it was, I can't remember which one, but there's another movie with a similar scene and a similar character. Instead of gunpowder, he has an airship. Completely blanking on that. I really can't remember.
An airship? Is it a fantasy movie?
Some kind of a thing, I really can't remember.
You can't say stuff like that. You're holding my brain hostage, and I don't like it.
I'm sure you can find it if you spend the evening Googling random things.
airships in the fantasy movies.
It's not the same director as the Mummy movies, but it is the same writer.
All right.
I think that's basically why we have a fun, competent adventure movie. Even if it's kind of different in many ways.
And the thing is, I've only seen this movie, but when I was Googling, I also saw that it has a lot of sequels. And I didn't know that because I've only seen this one.
Same.
And that's kind of interesting. I mean, other than that, I can't see anything that could have need to change, because I understand what way they want to go with this movie, that it's a fantasy movie, over the top action, and it's not meant to be taken seriously. There's some funny moments, like when they was gonna sneak in, and like one of the guys from that camp was in the
cart, the wagon,
the cart together with the ladies, and it was kind of funny.
Such a pretty face.
Yeah.
It's Balthazar, the Nubian king.
One thing that I think is very positive about this movie is that when it's about to be a sex scene, they imply that they had sex. They didn't show anything. And I think that's amazing, because usually they drag it out with those scenes and they give nothing to the movie. So they did good on that part. I really hats off to them.
Yeah, I think they spent more money on the explosion than that scene.
Yep.
Overall, I agree that's probably the better decision.
Oh, yeah.
Since we were seeing the Mummy movies, I was mistaking this being actually part of the same series as the Mummy movies, even if this is a sequel, not a sequel, a spin-off.
Prequel.
Yeah, a prequel, but it's a spin-off.
I mean, it's more like a spin-off.
Yeah, more
It is its own thing.
Same world building, the same story, but a different story.
It's interesting to see his character in like a different direction.
It's kind of a question mark there, because you gotta wonder if it's really a good thing that it was a spin-off of the Mummy movies, or if it would have been better as its own thing.
Yeah.
They start their own franchise, and well, they don't get Dwayne Johnson in the sequels, but basically if they wanted to make a series of adventure movies in ancient times and that kind of a thing, to not have tied it to the Mummy movies at all.
Yeah.
Because you'll always have this thing at the back of your head that this is Matthias, this is the Scorpion King, this is the villain. At some point he has to go bad.
Yeah. We know.
I would like that, though. I think that would be pretty cool. You have a couple of movies, and then in the last movie he become bad.
But that's the revenge arc, but in reverse. He becomes the villain and not the...
Nothing lasts forever. They said that in the movie.
I suppose. You're not wrong, but...
At some point he's gonna grow like, I'm gonna conquer everything, and then he tries to. And then he fall. Like he fell the king in the first one.
Yeah, but it's still... When it gets tied to the Mummy movies, it could be good, yes, but the chance of it getting... It clashes worse. You can't really see him as a protagonist you can cheer for, because you know he is going to become a villain. So you always have to take it into account that the Mummy movies are supposed to be the good guys, some in a way. Yeah.
But I could see they do go a different way, so it's their own kind of movie. Like every movie, they have a new Scorpion King. There's a new generation each time, new movie.
As in a reincarnation, or as a
reincarnation, or they just promote a new. There's a new king.
Yeah, I suppose.
And the strongest one, that's the Scorpion King.
Just dropping the pretense that all of these characters are Matthias, and they haven't just replaced the actor. But
they're named after the first Scorpion King.
Yes, I mean, if they wanted to have a franchise and do kind of Conan but not Conan movies, it could have been its own thing.
I got nothing more to say. I recommend the movie.
Yep.
It's really entertaining. So I think everybody should go watch it.
Sure.
If you haven't.
So, ideas for next time.
Airplanes or airplane?
I've been seeing some of the some shorts popping up on my feed, and I would really like to watch it.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of long ago since we were watching a Leslie Nielsen movie.
Yeah. And Halloween is closing in. It's not too long for Halloween.
Yeah.
So it's almost time for more horror movies.
I had some ideas for October to basically run these kinds of movies all through the month.
So I wish you all goodbye for this time, and don't forget to watch, like, and subscribe. See you next time.
Yeah, goodbye.
Adieu.